Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Tarot and Energy Healing Messages with Reina. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. This reading is for everyone from the sign of Scorpio and is for the week of the 1st through the 11th. However, there's no timestamp on it. Whenever you were guided to watch this video is when you were meant to receive the messages. In addition to that, this is a 6 month projection. So this is extended up to 6 months and taking into account free will and the universe being in control. But as of right now, my cards are intended to, in my layout, it's going to present itself as a 6 month kind of like, it's like a spread that is going to give you a bit of a, like an overview is basically what it is. That's the right word. So I am going to start my reading with, as I always do, with my singing bowl. Important disclaimer, I have a little bit of a issue here with my voice, so bear with me. I am just fighting a bit of an issue, nothing major, but it's definitely slowing me down a little bit, so please bear with me. My cards have been already intended and set and they're ready to go, so I will explain the layout as we move along. So let's see, there's 3 cards are going to still represent your main energy. Now these cards are going to change a little bit, and this is going to be your conscious mind, and this is going to be your subconscious mind. Well, that part doesn't change, right? Where it's going to change is right here. This card is intended to represent your short-term outcome. What do I mean by that? It's what the universe wants you to know, what it will be beneficial for you to know. And the time frame is set to be 2 weeks to 2 months time frame. What could be beneficial for you to know. And the next card is going to represent long-term outcome. What do I mean by that? That's 3 to 6 month time frame. And that's what the universe wants you to know. It could be beneficial for you to know. Well, since that card is already there, we'll leave it there. And that's the overall from the universe. And let's move into what your spirits of love and light. This could be an ancestor, a close family member, even a friend, or your spiritual guides. This is not necessarily limited, but it's nonetheless a message that is intended to be helpful and help you in the journey. And this is from your archangels. And I have this Archangel Uriel. It's going to be up top, and Archangel Raphael, Archangel of Healing, element air, and Archangel Gabriel, element water, and Archangel Michael, element fire. So let's get started. This is important disclaimer here. We are this is a general reading, so it's not aimed at a particular subject or situation, and it's not going to resonate with every Scorpio out there. So it will take for us to, take whatever resonates, let go what doesn't, and not being aimed at a particular subject or situation. I will give you different scenarios. It will take for you to discern it and see how it applies within your life, because we all have unique situations or circumstances. So I will give you different scenarios. Let's see what your main opening energy is. Okay. Your main energy, it suggests that the lovers being a card of harmony, being number 6, which represents strongly harmony, but the lovers in itself is a card that represents choices. A lot of people think of romance or relationships in the romance sector, but it's not necessarily, because the card itself is choices. And it's a major arcana. So it seems like the universe is going to present you with a choice. that you will need to make this week. And the choice, it will be different for different people, but it's a choice that needs to be made with the heart. It's a choice that is going to question you to commit or not to commit, and you will be in doubt. You may have some dilemma or some temptations. You may feel kind of, triggered, what to do, maybe conflicted. But, go inwards and you will be able to make that choice from the heart. And that is the opening card. There will be a choice presented to you in whichever sector of your life this may be. It's going to be different for everyone. So, and then with the Nine of Wands, it suggests that you're in an energy where you may be feeling like even in a battlefield, so to speak, where you may be feeling, you have to have the courage under fire. You may have to, kind of keep it together and be the strong one, so to speak. Even though you may be feeling like you have to just defend what's yours and be resilient. And what the universe wants you to know is that you have the strength and the reserves. Even though you may be feeling exhausted, and you're in a safe position. You have what it takes. And this could be in any sector of your life, because this is a general reading again. So it could be in your, with your job. It could be with your relationships. It could be with your romantic relationship, with your family environment, within your immediate, or your partner. It could be a situation where you may be feeling, trigger in some kind of way, where you feel like you have to stand your ground, and you have to, have the courage under fire and protect what's yours, and show some resilience, in spite of the fact that it may be a situation that you may feel like is wearing you down. Or it could be a situation with your health. You may not be feeling on top of your game in terms of your health. You may be feeling wounded, and just exhausted. But what the universe wants you to know, that while you may feel exhausted, you have the strength, the inner strength, the spiritual strength, physical and spiritually, the reserves to stand and stand your ground. And you're in a position of advantage. You have the upper hand here. You're in a safe position, so to speak. So in whichever is linked to the choice that you have to make, but you're in a position where you are going to be just fine, aside of what things may look like, aside of how tired you may be, or you have what it takes, and you have the courage, you have everything that it needs, that is required. And this could be a person in your life, or it could be your own, it could be your own energy, or an energy that you need to embody, per se. But it's the King of Swords. It's someone that, and this could very well be the person that could be challenging you, but it's a person that it's a person that has characteristics of, it's a person with the element air, and that's for starters, and doesn't necessarily have to be, it has air elements within them. It's a person that is very intelligent, uses his mind to get what he needs. He has the power, and is innovative, is very intelligent and determined, is very alert. Is expert in his field. Some cases it could even be a lawyer, an advisor, or someone that is either you need to embody this energy of empowered, or feel like a boss kind of energy, where you have to take control and say, I am the King of Swords. Or it's someone in your environment that could be beneficial or affecting you in some kind of way, And I'm going to get a clarifier to see if it's a person. Oh no, it's a situation. So it's basically the King of Swords. It's basically telling me that it's a situation where you are going to you basically you're going to be presented with choices. Back again to the Lovers, which talks about choices. And what I get into it, I believe that through these choices, you may need some assistance from some advice from somebody, but it's nonetheless is a choice that that is going to maybe create a little bit of a conflict, because when we're presented with, it's not just a choice, it's choices that you will need to make that are going to maybe create a little bit of a confusion, a little bit of, you know, there will be surprise choices, they're good choices, and they're going to be presented to you that you are going to, that it's going to start with one choice is going to open the doors to many choices. You're going to stand the ground with the 9 of Wands. For sure, you're going to have to, aside of how exhausted physically you feel, you have what it takes to go through it. You will need to make those choices. In this particular case, it could be a person, like I said, also that from the King of Swords, with the King of Swords traits, that is going to assist you through this process of making choices. But or you may need to embody this so that you can make the best choice. But at the end of the day, the 7 of Cups talks about choices, and out of all the choices that are going to be presented to you, the choice that is going to be the right one is the one that you make with the heart. And this choice could be in any sector of your life. You are going to be presented with decisions or choices, something that you will need to make that is going to trigger a bit of a confusion, for sure. When we get presented with different choices, sometimes it could, even though they're good, it creates a conflict within us because we don't know which choice is the best one, and it's almost like we don't know what we're gonna get if we choose A versus B or C. We're kind of like conflicted. It's almost like getting a cup but you can't see what's in it, so to speak. That's just to give you an idea of what this card represents. But overall, it's a choice that will bring you happiness. It's a choice that at the end is a good choice for you. So let's see what's in your subconscious mind. And again, what I was just talking about. Excuse me, I'm sorry. The 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords. It's twos. They're all about choices too. They're all about this beginning of something. And the 2 of Swords in particular, it talks about balancing it, not being able to make a decision because you can't quite see clear. You feel it's like difficult making choices, which goes in alignment with the 2 of Cups. It's going to mean different for different people. You might be thinking choices on what? Well, they're going to be presented to you. And when those choices present themselves to you this week, you may be conflicted. You may not know. You may not have the clarity of what to decide for many reasons. In some cases, it may be because you want to keep the peace. In some cases, it may be because, you know, you're just indecisive. You just you can't see clearly. And if you can't see clearly, you're gonna have you feel blindfolded, so you don't know what decision to go. How do you balance that energy? So you have to balance the energies, because at the end of the day, the 2 of Cups talks about your thoughts, and it's your thoughts that are blocking you from seeing, for tapping into your heart. Because it is your heart that you need to make the choice with. So if you could tap into your heart here with the 7 of Cups, you're going to be able to make a choice. And the same thing with the Lovers. The Lovers is a choice that needs to be made with the heart. So, but your mind is going to play a role here, which it makes sense because the King of Swords is an energy, like I said at the beginning. It could be what's preventing you, because the King of Swords is very much in his mind. It's all about, he is in his head, and he's not always connected with that part of his heart. And because his choices need to be made with the heart, he may be interfering with your decision making. Okay, and this is in your conscious mind. You're going to be aware of it. So, and what's in your subconscious mind is actually beautiful, because the Wheel of Fortune is a card that has different meanings, and it's going to mean different things for different people, of course, because of the type of reading I'm doing. But it's a card that talks about, you know, good luck. It's a card that you know, talks about life, you know, life changes and life cycles and ups and downs, and the destiny and karma and transition, essentially, movement and progress and travel for a lot of you. And it's a card that talks about opportunities and changes, and turning points where you know, you change and you have a turning point. But overall, it's a card that says that everything is in divine order. It's a card that it's a universal, it's from the universe, and it's things are as they should be. So all these choices that are going to be presented to you, because like we open with a major arcana and being the Lovers, and the Wheel of Fortune being a major arcana too. These are non-negotiable. This is the universal lessons. There's our cycles of lives, and for some of you, there are ups and downs, like having the Two of Swords energy, where you're not very clear, and your mind is, it's not allowing you to tap into your heart and get that you know, tap into your heart and make and see things clearly through the heart. But overall, this is a card that suggests that luck is in your side. So this choices that are being gifted to you with the Seven of Cups, they're definitely brought to you through the Lovers, and it's through the universe. It's something that is in alignment for you, that is going to, in whichever sector it may be in your life, it's going to be different things for everyone. But what I love is that the universe, it's conspiring in your favor, and it's in divine order. It's exactly as it needs to be. And in a short-term outcome, I see the Knight of Swords, which, going back to, it's someone this could be your own energy, or it could be the energy of someone around you, but it's a person that is very brave and is courage under conflict, and it takes sudden action, and drives and changes, which the Wheel of Fortune talks about changes. It's this very, you know, spontaneous kind of person, spontaneous, and it's competitive, and it's a fighter, and it's optimist, and it's very career minded. It's because Swords is about mind and versus emotions. So which, you being an element water, you are more into your emotions, which suggests that you may be a little bit blocked in some kind of way. But just to get a clarifier here, so this is indeed with it have to do with the choice. Back to the choice. So in a 2 months or max 2 months to 2 weeks time frame, what I foresee is that you are going to be in a situation where you are going to be waiting for your ships to come in. So you are going to either, you know, through this energy of the King of Swords, that you're going to be in control. You're not longer going to be feeling that blurriness and lack of clarity with the King of Swords. You're not going to be here conflicted with the Seven of Cups on what choice to make. You're going to be clear. You're going to be moving forward, and this is in any sector of your life, really. So you are going to be ready to tackle whatever gets thrown your way. And with the Three of Wands, that confirms that you're going to be looking at the big picture. And some of you may be even looking for assistance, but planning and seeing the big picture. You're going to be on top of your game, basically, just really with that lack of clarity that you have is going to be, those blindfolds are going to be lifted. You're going to be confident. You're going to be even attracting helpful people that are going to help you and this could very well be for a lot of you in the financial business sector, or something that you cannot quite see clear is going to come to. You're going to be, it's almost like everything has been put into motion and you're ready, kind of like you're ready to be paid off, or you're for things to pay off. You're ready for things to start moving because you have done the groundwork. You have, here with the Knight of Swords, you have tackled things, and you are in a position where things are going to flow because you have planned things, and things are going to successfully move forward. So you are at a position where you are ready to just flow with it, because it seems like by that time you probably have already made the choice and tackle it with bravery in whichever situation it may be. Whatever it means to you, whatever that choice, you're gonna tackle it with the energy of the Knight of Swords, which is an energy, like I said, of someone that is very brave and takes action, thrives on change, and you're gonna have a shift from being confused to being clear, to taking action, to planning, moving forward. So whatever you may be feeling unclear or indecisive is going to lift off within the next 2 months max. And I love the closing card because the closing card is a beautiful card. It's a Chariot. The Chariot is a card that talks about, fast movement. And it's a card that talks about reconciling opposite forces, which the Two of Swords talks about balancing forces, which is essentially the same thing. But it's basically, what do opposite forces mean? It means, controlling the mental control and the emotional balance, and balancing the two forces, kind of like what I just said. Tapping into your mind and your heart, because right now your mind may be interfering for you to tap into your heart. You want to create a balance. But what I love about this card is it's a guaranteed success. It's a guaranteed victory. As long as you could, you could control the opposite forces. This is a card that says it's going to happen fast. So I'm giving you 3 to 6 months, but this is happening fast. It's happening in divine time, as the Wheel of Fortune says. Wheel of Fortune is all in divine time. So, but it's what I love is a guaranteed victory. And this is in any sector of your life. Whatever choice you make, it all starts with that choice. It's going to mean different things for different people. But your year is going to start with choices that you need to make. They are going to, and you're gonna make those choices by tapping into your heart and being brave and planning and getting that ball rolling. And you are going to do it. And you're going to do it fast. You're going to have the ability through the Chariot to work with your mind and your heart, and those two in balance, you are going to be able to change directions. For a lot of you, it may even mean travel, but overall, this card, success and victory, is the main meaning of the Chariot. So that's what is on the cards for you for the next 6 months. Victory and success in any sector of your life. Whatever it is that you need to make a choice about, that the universe is going to present you with these choices, whatever the choice is, that's going to be like a snowball that is going to ignite, and it's going to give you that success. So, and that's going to be for you to discern. So let's see what the spirits of love and light have for you. And this is what they have. A child's love. The love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cry, they establish themselves as the highest part of our hearts. So this message is from a parent, from the spirit world, or someone that was a parent figure. It's basically saying that very much connected to you, and their love is very much connected. And the message for you really is that they are here to help you do this choice. Whatever this choice, when it presents itself to you and you feel conflicted with the Two of Swords, pray to your loved ones. Pray to, if your parents are still with you, or to a grandparent or an ancestor, that it's still guiding us. But you know, or reach out to you if your parents still with you. Just get, love is essentially what's going to help you. And it all started with the lovers, which just goes in perfect alignment. So let's see what the universe has for you. It's the angel of divine purpose, which goes with the wheel of fortune. And I have no idea what it says, but let's find out. I am your angel of divine purpose. I am here today to let you know that you are on divine chosen path, which is what I said about the wheel of fortune. You are being guided towards your life purpose. Each step you have taken and all you have experienced are working towards revealing this. This energy of frustration is a key sign that you are so very close to your goal. Many divine happenings are about to present themselves to you. Enjoy your journey, my beautiful friend. So through all this ordeal, you are divinely guided, and that's really in divine things being in divine order. So whatever obstacles and confusion that you may go through, you are in your path. You are exactly as I said. The wheel of fortune is exactly as it needs to be, and so is this message. It's reiterating that things are going to unfold exactly as they are meant to be per universe order. So that's a beautiful message. And Archangel Haniel says, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So again, love life and love. Love doesn't necessarily have to be, for a lot of you, it's going to be love life, but whatever brings you that joy, that passion to your heart, whatever makes you, fills your heart with joy, is follow that. And it could be, a lot of you could be in your career, it could be a choice about a career, but follow that passion, follow your heart to make a choice with the Seven of Cups here. Follow, it all comes down to your heart, and that's what this reading is about. Whatever gets presented to you, your heart may play a trick with you and may conflict you, but go with your heart, balance the opposite forces, and make a decision from a place of love. And that's what I have for you for this reading. I hope this is helpful and offers you a little bit of guidance throughout this year. May this 2021 be a better year for all of us. And if you find this reading helpful, please do let me know in whichever way you feel called to do so. Sending you a big hug with love and light. May you be well and may you be safe. And sending you blessings.